Interesting. One of the things that I've heard you talk about as a mistake, and I think it came up in one of your episodes as well, is is entrepreneurs after selling their company often make the mistake of becoming angel investors. Like they think they've got a gift and they're gonna become angel investors. Why is that a mistake?
Um, well, it was a mistake for me, first of all. So I'm not necessarily saying it's a mistake for everyone, but I do hear that a lot. That people go in that direction and then they really, really regret it. And I think that is more typical of value creators, because for example, let me talk about my situation. I think it would be better. So in my case, I thought I was doing angel investing for all the right reasons. So my explanations at the time for myself was, oh my God, I really want to learn more from these amazing people. I want to have all these startup founders, all this energy. I want to be part of the ecosystem. I want to give back, right? Because part of angel investing is usually also mentoring, and I want to give back. I had such a beautiful explanation for what I was doing.
Yeah, it sounds very selfless. It sounds very actualized. It sounds very second pyramid. Yeah.
Years later, when I learned to be honest with myself, I had to face the truth. The real reason I did it was because I wanted to matter. I had this identity crisis, and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm no longer a CEO founder. Who am I? I'm out of this ecosystem. I'm nobody," and I was panicking. I really needed some label. And then again, maybe subconsciously, I'm not even sure, I kind of looked around and like, what others do? What are the cool labels? The cool labels in Silicon Valley would be, angel investing or VC, and everybody is talking about it. And then you hang out with other angel investing. It's kind of social fun. And then what happened was that soon enough, I got bored with it. I got bored with it because I realized that, first of all, I'm much more interested in spending time with the people who already sold the company, their companies, because I can relate to them more. Second, I spend so much time with these people together with the money that is not really fun for me. And as I'm sure you know, time becomes such a much more important currency than money after you exit the business. It's all about time, right? And I became more mindful of that, maybe even greedy of my time. And then the second thing is that the actual analysis of businesses I find totally boring because I'm not an investor. And this is such a common story. I hear it again and again and again.
So it's common. It's not just your own experience, but you've heard it again and again on the podcast.
I think it's much more common than when people actually enjoy it. And people who enjoy it are usually people whose personality are investors. If you look at their previous businesses were probably either in financial services industry, or they had some kind of training before. For example, they used to work in the financial industry, then they had a company, then they love investing a lot. Or they're also very pragmatic. Like I have some friends who maybe never worked in the financial industry, but they just have this mindset. And they created a business purely because they found a financial opportunity. They pursued. They never cared about the essence of the business very much. They never wanted to create. They were just very good at milking that financial opportunity.
Yeah,
but that's the investor type of a personality.
I'm glad you brought up money earlier because I wanted to dig in here. I know you ask a lot of your guests about money and whether the money that they earn through their sale of their company brings happiness. And I think some of those conversations are interesting.